Okay guys, so let's continue with the T-beam design. So this time, is-solve natin yung problem to. So meron dito tayong T-beam. So yung width nung web niya is 360 mm and then yung sa planche niya is meron tayong 750. So yung thickness ng slab natin is meron tayong 100 mm and then yung effective depth, we have 600 mm. So given yung FC prime natin na 27.5 megapascal and then yung Fy natin is 414 megapascal. So ano daw yung VMN using yung 2010 or 2015 in Civic. So, yan, no? So, wala na tayong problema sa width nung planche kasi binigay na eh, no? So, tuloy na tayo sa analysis. So, since makikita natin dito is yung FC prime natin is less than 28 megapascal. Okay, so we will use beta equals 0.85. Okay ba? So, I hope klaro yan, no? So, pag-analyze natin ito, bali considering yung ito, kunin ko muna lahat. Bali ito yan, no? So, we will consider this one. And then, okay. Just crashing out. So, I hope klaro ito, no? So, first is we need to verify if true T-beam or not. Okay? So, yan talaga yung first step natin. No? Kailangan natin i-determine kung totoong T-beam ba talaga to. Okay ba? So, determine natin yan. So, assume lang natin na rectangular lang yung analysis. So, bali yung depth ng compression block natin is within sa planche. Okay? Bakit within sa plancher? Bakit hindi doon sa web, no? Kailangan kasi yan kasi speed matters, no? Pag dito ka kasi sa web, so medyo komplikado siya. So para mas madali mong ma-determine kasi yung gusto mo lang is verify kung totoong T-beam to or hindi. Kaya dito ka sa planche kasi mas mabilis mong makukuha yung value ng A, no? Okay ba? So I hope ano yan? So ito yung ano natin, no? I-consider natin as depth ng compression block. So, bali yung tawag yan, yung depth nito is equal nung compression block. Okay? So, that is A. So, bali dito, meron tayong forces na mag-a-act dito sa compression block na to. No? I assume sa center nito. So, I assume ito yan. Okay? And then, dito din sa tension bar. No? So, meron din yung mag-a-act na force. So, I assume na yung mag-act na force dito is yan yung CC. Okay? While yung dito sa tension bars, yung tensile force. Okay? So, I hope klaro yan. And then, yung value ng CC is just equal to, ilan yan? Dito ko na lang ilagay, no? So, yung, dito na lang. Yung CC is just, wait lang. Bali, yung CC is ito yan, no? Ayan, show me ito yan. So, yung CC is just equal to 0.85 nung FC prime area nung compression block. Okay? So, area nung compression block. Or this is just equal to 0.85 nung FC prime area nung compression block. This is A. A times yung width nung planche. Okay? I hope klaro yan. No? For the tensile force, yung dito, so, bali yan. So, meron tayo ditong tensile force is just equal to ES FS. Bali, ito yung ES natin. Okay? So, since assume natin na yung tension still mag-yield, tension still yields. Okay? So, yan yung first assumption natin. So, ibig sabihin, yung FS is just equal to Fy, no? Assumption lang yan. So, next next yan is kailangan nating i-check kung yung tension steel talaga is nag-yield, no? Kailangan natin i-check yan. Pero mostly sa T-beams is nag-yield talaga yung tension steel due to large volume nung compression block natin, no? Pero para sure ka talaga, i-check mo na lang, no? Kung totoo ba talagang nag-yield yung or yung tama yung assumption mo na yung tension steel nag-yield. Okay ba? So, this becomes ES FY. Okay? And then, makukuha natin yung moment arm nito. Yung dito na part. Diba? Tsaka yung dito. So, yung value nyan is, that is just effective depth. No? That is effective depth minus kalahati nung A divided by 2. Okay ba? And then, yan. No? So, by summation of forces, diba? Dito ko na lang ilagay ito. Medyo, ano na eh. Wait lang. Dito na lang na. So, let's verify if true T-beam or not. So, by summation of forces along x-axis equals 0. So, therefore, we have the tensile force equal nung CC. Okay? Then, yung tensile force natin is just ES-FY. So, this becomes 0.85 nung FC prime area, depth ng compression block times width nung flange. So, pag i-substitute natin yung mga values, so, therefore, we have 8 tag pi over 428 squared. Ito yung area nung bars. And then yung Fy natin is 414. And then we have 0.85 nung FC prime. We have 27.5. So this is 27.5. Ito yung gusto nating malaman. Then ito is 750. Okay? So therefore, masolve natin yung value ng A. And that is just equal to, computerin muna natin. Okay, so meron tayong 8 tag, shift pi over 4, 28 squared, then meron tayong 414 na ano, then meron tayong 0.85 ng FC prime which is 0, then A, alpha x ko na lang yan. And then I have the, ano nga yan? Yung width ng flange which is 750. Tama ba? Okay, so yun, no? So masolve na natin yung value ng A. And that is just equal to 116.33. Okay? So this is 116.33. So therefore, this is greater than the, this is greater than the thickness of the slab, which is 100 mm, no? So therefore, it is a true T-beam kasi lampas siya no? Lampas siya, no? Ibig sabihin, yung totoong value pala niya is andito siya na part. So i-assume yan, no? So dito yung totoong value nung A. Okay? Pero hindi yun yung 116 kasi based yun sa analysis natin. Okay ba? So, I hope klaro yan, no? So, yung totoong A is andito pala, no? So, ito yung true value of A. Okay? So, kunin natin yung value na yan. Kunin ko pa rin to. Kasi dito ko na lang yan, no? Copy. And then, I'm going to paste this in the other page. That one, and then yun. Okay. So, yan. Then, I just crush it out. And, okay. So, let's go. So, alam na natin na yung A is more than nung thickness ng flange. So, ibig sabihin, andito siya banda pala, no? Yung value ng A. So, andito pala yung tamang value ng A. So, yung gagawin na lang natin is ito pa rin, no? Ito pa rin, no? Kukunin pa rin natin to. Yung analysis na to. Okay? Kukunin ko pa rin yan. Then, yan pa rin yung gagamitin ko dito. So, bali, ito yan, no? Okay, yan. So, yung gagawin natin is, tanggalin lang natin to. Papalitan lang natin to. Alam na natin na true T-beam eh. So, ibig sabihin, yung depth ng compression block nito is, andito banda, no? Andito siya banda, no? Kulayan ko muna para makita nyo. So, ito pala yung depth ng compression block. So, makikita mo na yung depth ng compression block is in shape of T. Kaya, true T-beam yung tawag, no? Kasi naka-shape siya ng T. So, yung gagawin natin, sorry for that. Okay, instead na ito yung gagamitin mo, palitan mo yan ng area ng compression block. Okay, area ng compression block. So, yung mangyayari ngayon is, tatanggalin ko to, and I will change this into area of the compression block. So, therefore, masolve natin yung area ng compression block. So, solve ko muna. So, this becomes, tanggalin ko lang to. So, gawin ko tong area ng compression block. So, alpha x lang pa rin. Shift solve. So, I have 87,245.82. Okay? 87,245. Okay? 87,245.82. 287,245.82. 287,245.82. Okay, ito na. Ayan. So, kung yung area ng flange natin is ilan to? Ilan yung 750 by 100? That is 75, 30, di ba? 75,000. So, bali yung dito, yung area sa web na part is itong EC. Kasi yung EC, yung hole yan eh, no? Yung hole na area nung shaded, no? So, minus yung EF natin, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, yung AW ngayon is meron tayong EC minus yung area ng flange. So, therefore, this is 87,245.82 minus nung 75,000. And alam natin yung area ng web is, meron tayong, di ba, ito, 3,600 times, I assume ito yung Z. Assume ko na lang na Z yan. So, times Z is equal to 87,245.82 minus 75,000. Okay ba? So, therefore, yung Z natin is just equal to, so, compute ko muna yan. So, I have 360. Okay? So, 360 nung alpha x, alpha equal nung 245.82 minus 75,000. Tama ba? 87,245. 87,245.82. 87,245.82 minus 75,000. Shift solve. So, we have the value of x, that is 34. No? So, yung z pala is 34 mm. Ayan. No? So, yung value pala nito is 34. So, this is just equal to 34 mm. So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng A natin is just 100 plus yung z, and that is just 134 mm. Okay? So, yung value ng A dito is 134 mm. Ayan, no? So, yan na, no? Yan na. Okay, so, aside from this method, so, I assume ito yung method 1, no? So, method 1 in solving for the value of A. So, actually, may isa pang method na pwede, no? Which is possible din, no? So, tawagin ko na lang method to. So, pwede rin ganito, no? I-divide mo siya into 2. Bali ito. So, ito yung i-consider mo na first area. Ito yung pangalawang area. So, bali, ito yung magiging first area mo. Okay? And then, yung second area mo is yung ito. Okay ba? So, ibig sabihin, may mga forces na mag-a-act din dito. So, for this area, so may forces na mag-a-act dyan. I assume that is C1, no? And ganun din dito, no? May mga forces din na mag-act dito. I assume ito yung C2. And then, yung dito banda, so meron ding mag-act na force yan. Yan yung tensile force or tension force. Okay? So, bali yung C1 dito sa figure, makikita natin na that is just equal to, di ba? Dito ko na lang isulat, ha? So, yung C1 natin is just 0.85 nung FC prime. Makikita mo that is area nung compression block. And then, yung compression block na yan is area nung flange, di ba? For considering yung figure 1. So, ito yung 100 or thickness nung slab times yung width ng flange. And for C2, meron din tayong 0.85 nung FC prime. And then, yung area lang nung web na shaded, no? That is BW times yung, I assume ito yung Z. Okay? So, ganito na lang, no? Z times BW. And for the tension force or, okay, the tensile force, so we have just ES FS. So, since we assume that tension steel yields, so therefore, yung FS natin is just equal to Fy. Assumption lang yan, no? Pero kailangan natin i-check yan kalaunan, di ba? So, meron tayong ES Fy. Okay ba? So, I hope klaro yan. Mamaya i-check natin yan, no? Mamaya. So, bali ganito. Kunin natin yung mga moment arm nito ngayon. So, yung moment arm nito is just equal to ilan to? That is effective depth, di ba? Effective depth minus yung thickness ng slab minus yung Z divided by 2. And then yung dito banda, okay, yung dito na part, saan mas maganda? Dito na lang sa kabilang side, no? Dito na lang sa kabilang side. So yan, tsaka yung dito. Okay. So yung value naman na to is just equal to ilan yan? That is D minus yung thickness ng slab divided by 2. Okay ba? So ito yan, no? Yung distance na to patungo dito, no? Or ito yan. So I hope ibahin ko na lang yung kulay para makita. So bali ito yan, no? Yung distance na to tsaka dito. So yan yung effective depth minus yung thickness nung slab divided by 2. Okay ba? So I hope klaro yan. So pwede natin ma-solve yung value ng Z din dito actually. So by summation of forces with respect to x-axis, I'm just giving you another way, no? Para at least di kayo mawala, no? Baka makita nyo, ganito, ba't ganyan ba? Pero payo lang yan, ha? Iba-iba lang yung way nila, no? Kasi maraming ways to kill a chicken. So, bali dito is meron tayong the tensile force equal nung C1 plus nung C2. So, bali dito meron tayong ES Fy, and then yung C1 natin is we have 0.85 nung FC prime, then yung thickness nung flange 100, then 100, and then yung flange natin is meron tayong 750, na? So plus yung 0.85 nung FC prime na ilan nga yung FC prime? Ulitin ko lang, ha. FC prime is given na, ilagay ko na lang diretso. Dito rin, lagay ko na diretso, no? Lagay ko na diretso. So, bali dito, meron akong 8 tag pi over 4, 28 squared. Then, yung Fy natin is 414, di ba? Okay na yan, no? Dito is meron tayong 0.85. Yung FC prime natin is 27.5. And then, yung thickness natin is meron tayong 100. And then, by 750. Plus 0.85 ng 27.5 times yung Z natin, which is yan yung gusto nating makuha, no? Para maalam natin kung ilan yung value ng A. And then, we have the BW, which is 360. So, therefore, masolve natin yung value ng Z. At the same time, masolve natin yung value ng A, that is just 100, which is yan yung thickness ng slab, di ba? Plus yung Z. Okay? So, kung substitute natin yan, kukumpute natin yung gamit yung calculator. So, bali ganito, no? Meron tayong 8 tag, 8 tag shift pi divided by 4, 8 times shift pi divided by 4, okay, times 28 squared, and then times 414. And then this is equal to 0.85 ng FC prime, we have 27.5, and then, ano pa? Ano nga yan? 100 tsaka 750, okay? So, 100, okay, 100 times 750. Yan yung area ng compression block dun sa flange, no? Plus, 0.85 times yung FC prime, we have 27.5, and then we have the value of Z, no? Which is, value of Z, unknown Z, no? So, yan yung tinatanong, no? Z times yung 360. So, shift solve for X. Yan yung value ng Z. We have 34. So, therefore, this is 34 mm. And Z is just equal, and A is just equal to 100 plus 34. Therefore, we have 134 mm. Same sila, di ba? So, pwedeng ganito din yung way mo pag-solve, no? Bali, diretso ka na analysis. Okay ba? So, actually, may isa pa. Pakita ko lang din. So, there is also another way in solving for the value of the compression block, no? Pakita ko lang din. So, assume ito yung Z. So, yung way naman sa isang method, so, pangalan ko na lang o pangalan na lang na ako ng method 3. Okay, so bali muna ako ang first figure. Okay, and then muna ako ang second figure. Okay ba? So, wait. Ito lang yung gamitin ko. So, ito yung magiging first figure ko. Ayan. Second figure ko yan. Ito lang yung magiging first figure ko. Yung sa planche. Okay ba? So, ito yung magiging first figure natin. Okay? So, this is now our first figure, and the second figure. So, pwedeng ganito din, no? Actually, pwede yan, no? So, project natin yung center nito. Dun mag-a-act yung compressive force, no? Tsaka yung center nito, project ko lang din. Dun kasi mag-a-act din yung pressure na, no? Tsaka yung dito sa tension bars. So, gawa ko ng force diagram. So, meron tayong due to compressive force dito sa flange. Okay? Sa figure 1. So, I assume C1. Okay? And dito naman, I assume C2. And then, yung dito is meron tayong tensile force. Okay? So, yung C1 natin, di ba? Yung C1 natin is, ilan yan? Yung C1 natin based sa figure is 0.85 nung FC prime. So, if I assume na ito siya is, let's say, ginamit ko na yung Z, no? Gawin ko na lang M, no? Assume lang yung M, no? Kahit ano yan, So, that could be BF nung planche minus BW divided by 2. Ganun din dito. Diba? Kung M mo yan, so, pwede rin yung BF minus BW nung 2. Okay ba? So, makikita mo na yung area nung figure 1, yung ito. Diba? Yung total area ng figure 1 is 2 tag M times 100, or let's say BF minus yung BW times nung gawin ko na lang thickness ng flange na times thickness of the flange. Pwedeng ganyan, na? Pwedeng ganyan. Diba? Kasi kung ito yung substitute mo yan dito, yung ito na value, substitute mo dito, ito yung magiging, value niya, diba? So, I hope klaro yan, ha? So, pwede nating isulat na ngayon yung BF minus yung BW times nung thickness ng flange. Okay ba? And for C2, meron tayong 0.85 nung FC prime. And then we have this dimension, yeah? This is A, no? So that is A times yung ito, no, area. So we have the 360. Klarong-klaro for figure 2, okay? Okay ba? Okay yan. So, yung tensile force naman is meron tayong ESFS. So, since yung first assumption natin is with to assume that tension steel yields, then pagkatapos nyan, i-check natin kung nag-yield ba talaga, di ba? So bali ngayon is yung Fs natin equals Fy, no? So this is ES Fy. So by summation of forces along x-axis equals 0, ayan, sobrang haba na, no? Equals 0. So bali ngayon meron tayong T equals C1 plus C2. So yung tensile force natin is meron tayong ES Fy. Diretso na ako, no? Diretso na. So yung ES natin is meron tayong 8 tag pi over 4, 28 squared. And then yung Fy natin is meron tayong 414, di ba? And this one is 0.85 ng FC prime, which is 27.5. And then BF, that is 70 minus 360. And then we have the thickness of the flange, 100 plus 0.85 nung 27.5. Okay, 27.5 times yung A. Yan yung tinatanong, no? Ano yung value ng A? And then we have 360. So therefore, makuha natin yung value ng A. At the same time, makuha natin yung value ng Z, which is A minus yung thickness, which is A minus yung 100 mm na thickness nung slab. Okay, compute natin yan gamit yung calculator. So, bali ngayon, meron tayong 8 tag shift pi over 4, and then times 28 squared times 414. Okay, then this is alpha equal to 0.85 ng FC prime, which is 27.5. And then we have yung BF, di ba? 750 minus yung BW 360 times yung thickness nung slab na 100. Tama ba? Okay, so tama, no? Next is plus yung sa baba na, yung sa web, no? 0.85 nung FC prime, that is 27.5. And then yung A, no? Yung A, yun yung tanong, no? That is alpha x, I assume. And then yung BW, that is 360, yeah? So masolve natin yung value ng A, which is 134. So yan, no? So we have 134 mm. So yung Z natin is 34 mm. That is the same. The same sila, no? Either ito yung gamitin mo, diba? Either yan yung gamitin mo na way. Pwede rin ganito yung way mo, diretso na sa analysis. Or pwede rin ganito, no? So ngayon yung part ngayon is kailangan natin i-check kung tama ba talaga yung assumption natin, no? Diba? Kailangan natin i-check yan. So let's check if tension steel yields. Yun. So kailangan lang i-check natin yung Fs natin, that is 600 nung D minus C all over C, di ba? So we have 600 yung effective depth natin, 600, di ba? Minus yung C natin is, ayun, kukumputin pa natin, no? Ilan yung C? Alam natin yung A natin is equal to, di ba? Yung A, na-compute na natin yan, that is 134 mm. And alam natin yung A is just beta C, di ba? So therefore, yung 134 is just equal nung 0.85 nung C. Thus, we have the value of C, and that is just equal to, ilan yan? 134 divided by 0.85. So 157.65, no? 157.65. Okay ba? So substitute natin yan, 157.65 all over 157.65. So makukompute natin yung value ng Fs, which is equal to 30 minutes na, no? Sige lang. So bali ganito. So 600 times 600 and then minus 157.65 all over 157.65. So therefore we get the value of 1683.54. So we have 1683.54 megapascal. So since this is greater than Fy, so if greater than Fy, so ibig sabihin tension steel yields. Okay? So this is tension steel yields. Ayan, no? So yung Fs talaga is just equal to Fy. So tama yung assumption natin sa simula pa lang na ito, no? Di ba nag-assume tayo na yung tension steel na yield. So tama yan, no? So wala tayong babaguhin sa or there's no need to recalculate for the value of A and C. Ganun na. No need na. Kasi tama yung assumption natin na yung tension steel nag-yields. Okay ba? So continue na lang tayo sa next na video. So bali sa next na video is kukumputin na natin yung nominal tsaka design strength or design moment capacity nung T-beam na to. Okay? Sige, yun lang na. Kasi medyo mahaba na. Thank you. So see you in the next video.